Hello Blood Bowl fans, and this video is a bonus because I couldn't not record this, just couldn't. I'm in Beantown this week, taking a look around in Daft Physicists League. It's a good little place. Most of the players are American, unfortunately, so the time zone is difficult, but, well, I've had fun so far, and my dwarves have been packing a hefty punch. This is game number 2, and I'm playing a goblin team, which, you know, realistically, I should be completely slaughtering. But, oh, this game has a twist. Many twists, actually, and turns and splats and all sorts of wonderful Blood Bowl-y stuff. So, the high-flying gobbos take on the moody dwarfs. And I actually gave Darphysicist a choice of teams he wanted me to put in his league, and he said dwarfs, so blame him, don't blame me. Well, blame me as well, because I didn't refuse to not take dwarfs, I guess. Refuse to take dwarfs, even. And high-flying gobbos. Look at them with all of their purple and pointy hats. I love the moon on the hat, actually. I just noticed watching the replays. If nothing else, this is a good reason to watch your replays, just because you notice little graphical things that you wouldn't have noticed before, like how awful the ogre arms are in the background, and the fact that there is an elf union in the stage now, where there wasn't before, even in the beta. Alright, and coin flip. Really doesn't matter in this game. Wait, that's a fun little camera. There you go, let's do a Blood Bowl 1. Now let's stick with, yeah, Blood Bowl 1. Okay. So, coin flip went the way of the gobbos, and they chose to receive. They also have 2 bribes, worth noting. They have, of course, 2 trolls. They have Fanatic, they have Loony, they have Bombardier, and they have 15 men. No, they don't. They have a full 16 roster, actually. Fantastic. And, of course, Pogua. Now, in theory, this is a nightmare setup for goblins. This is the team they never ever want to see, and yet, here we are, face to face. Little guy against green dude. And setup's going to take a little while, I guess. I don't know how much strategy is going to be involved in this commentary, because at the end of the day, you know, it's dwarves versus goblins. The strategy basically falls down to stand on goblin, kill goblin. Steal ball when goblins are dead. And the Fanatic is doing his fanciful yeah, lots of F words. That's what he's doing. That was good bishop movement. Well done. Wow. Diagonal, diagonal, diagonal. Interesting. Obviously the trolls and the loonies are the scary things. They're the things that I want gone realistically, because they have mighty blow. And a chainsaw. And first one's an armor break. That's good news for gobbos. It's just a stun though. Could be worse. Could be much worse. That was actually an awful kick for my opponent. My opponent Yaz, or Jaz, I'm not sure. I don't tend to ask people how to pronounce their name. I should really start doing that, really. Oh, and fail pickup from the Pogua. Let's redo that. Gonzo. Just having a look through the names. Timmy, of course. The Looney is Timmy. What else would he be called? Timmy! That actually might be the point when I think about it. Maybe not. Oh, and Jimmy. Jimmy the Fanatic. Fantastic. Anyway, so goblins have this ability that is often overlooked where they can actually run through any gap, of course. So it's worth setting up a solid back defense as dwarfs. That's about as far as strategy goes for now. And of course, punching as many goblins in the face as you can. I'm not getting these 2 out for free, I'm not getting these 2 out at all, so they're going to have to just stand in the way of Troll and Fanatic for this turn, unfortunately. And re-rolling a double skull. I have 4 re-rolls for some reason. And Toby goes night-night. Night-night, Toby. And that means we can put the troll down, which is good news. But he doesn't stay down. That's bad news. And I'm not going to frenzy tackle with the Troll Slayer, not right now. Oh dear. Splat. Turnover. Somebody actually asked the question, if you fail kickback, it turns over your team. Yes, it does. There we go. That's a good point, I may as well mention it now as well. I've set up a Q&A weekly that I will be doing on the main server. So if you do want to give me some questions for the Q&A, then ask me. If they're Blood Bowl related, I'll try and do something in the game to show it. If they're anything else related, I'll add pictures, whatever, I don't know. We'll see how it works. Anyway, there goes the second troll, and we can finally threaten this ball. Also, wanted to attempt a surf there, but a splat will do just as well. Goblins aren't having much luck so far, but it is a really hard matchup for them, to be fair. And we'll take full power on Jimmy. That's good enough. If you hit a Fanatic, he automatically gets KO'd or higher, I believe. And this time it's higher with an injury. No long term though. That's good news. Radio. First really stupid, that definitely helps me. And I think this coach was a little bit unaware of the tackle situation at first, because he is going to attempt quite a few crazy things. Uh-oh, arm break. Oh. And Troll Slayer is slayed by a troll. And he comes back as an injury. It's MNG, I believe. Yes, it is. There we go, first Goblin Revenge. I'm down to 10. He's still got at least 14. Alright, the Goblins do a good job of running away. And this game just got interesting. The Goblins have showed that they have a taste for blood. No, they're not vampires, Jim. And in all fairness, I could actually see an argument for somebody making the complaint I'm tackling the troll too often, but I want him down, and I want him to stay down. That's kind of the idea with punching the troll. With Dauntless when I can, though I only have one Dauntless left. Oh, skull. That's better. So if I can put the troll down, I will every chance I get. I'm not too worried about goblins taking blocks against me as much as troll and this dude. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, Looney's done his job. That's the second MNG for the dwarfs. One of the Longbeards this time. He still hasn't got the ball out though. He actually can now. I've given him a little gap to escape through, so he could leap his way out and leap his way he does. Oh, this rather annoying camera glitch. It's not overly bad play from Yaz, though trying to dodge out of all the tackle zones, I don't know, it's more risky than it needs to be. But if we don't do too many, it can definitely work. Oh, that's unlucky. No injury though, that's good news. I've got 3 pieces, and I've got the runner to sort out the Pogoer, so good chance I'm going to get rid of him this turn. Oh, it's a bloodbath, as you'd expect in this matchup. Badly hurt. That's 3 injured goblins and 2 injured dwarves. What a game. Turn 4 as well, I might point out. Oh dear. Oh no, he's fine, it's just a stun. And that gives me a pretty good shot at the Pogoer. Oh, and he's going down and staying down. Yeah, with a stun, definitely staying down. I can get the ball now. Which I want to do, of course. So I may as well splat another goblin first. That was some good acrobatics from that goblin. Grubra will live another day. And runner can pick up the ball. I've got quite a few turns to get up the line. I'm probably going to finish this drive 1-0. And attempting a dodge because, you know, the floor doesn't have Mighty Blow. Bye bye, Jumpy. So there we go, that's why we dodge away from trolls, because the floor doesn't have Mighty Blow, it's less likely to kill the runner. And another stun from Looney. He's having a good game, this Looney. And turn 5 of this bloodbath. 3 injuries apiece. And we're trying to get rid of Looney. He's obviously the biggest threat to me at the moment, though the trolls are pretty big threats too. Though we'll do some safety first. And get off the troll as much as possible, because he's kind of scary. And Looney's going to go bye-bye. Oh, he'll be back though. That's not great news. That means I have to score on turn 7, so Yaz will have to use at least one of his bribes on his turn 8. Oh, but the troll's doing a thing. GFI into a 2-die. It's great that that rhymes. And the second one's going to cause me problems too. It's been good work with the trolls actually. Can't fault the movement of them this game. Oh. Well, finally the injury table is more in favour of the goblins, and that's the first big one. I haven't had anything less than MNG so far actually, but the goblins have been doing alright. 3 badly hurts, and first minus movement. So far this is shaping up to be a big win for the goblin team, regardless of the scoreline. Alright, we get a good dauntless hit on troll number 1, freeing up the ball. And troll number 1 goes down, Marley. It's the second stun he's taken. And runner runs away. Run, Forest, run! And let's get Moody on this goblin. There we go, good Moody. I could have taken a half die, but it's too risky, especially considering that I've already had 2 deaths from doing things to the troll. And that's some pretty crazy play from the Pogoer, but it works out well. We get a 1-die block on the runner. That would have been a reroll if there was one available, I'm sure. That actually helps me with score this turn as well, because I need to score this turn in order to force the bribes. Yikes. And the troll continues to do magic. Hey, we have a badly hurt. Okay, one of them at least is not perm. Oh dear. Just a stun. Could be worse. Could still be awake. Well, nothing left to do really apart from try and hit the troll apparently, and, well, I've got 2 rerolls, that's why, fair enough, and get rid of this goblin. Goblin first. That'll do. When goblins have sidestep, I can imagine them being a real pain in the ass. Actually, I see a lot of potential for the goblin team, to be honest. A lot of people say they're not that good, but I think they are. Just, they need to be played a little bit differently. And there we go, 1-0 for the dwarves. You go, Bubbles, you go. Dum 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 dum. Four dead and injured on the dwarf side, 4 dead and injured on the goblin side, and KO stays out. That leaves goblins with 11 and dwarves with not many. At least we're going to use up both bribes this time round, though. How many dwarves are there, actually? 6, 7. 7 dwarves left. Hey, hey, we're in Snow White! Ah, that would be cool, actually. Oh no, we still got bubbles. Moody isn't one of the 7 dwarves either. Grumpy is. Sneezy is. Clumsy's not. Dopey is. And Doc! There we go, we've actually got some of the 7 dwarves still in the 7 dwarves here. And quick snap. That's not so bad. Either Looney or Bombardier are going, so not too worried. I guess this is going to be the Bombardier's only turn because the Looney is having such a better game. Which continues. Just a stun though. Well, we can't get too good a bomb out of the Bombardier. The only thing I can really see hitting is here. Hey! That was a good head stop. Oh, there goes the last bribe. No, he didn't use it. Good choice. Well, Bombardier is going to go without doing anything this game. Man of the match for sure. And we don't really need to do much more than punch a goblin. Maybe 2 goblins. I think we can punch the one by the troll as well. This one. If we get a couple of assists. We will. Probably need 1 actually. No, we'll give it 2. Fair enough. This will be the last action of the turn, I think. And the last action of the half. Yes, it will. I would be really surprised if the Bombardier comes back. It should be the Looney that's getting the bribe for sure. Still 4 dead and injured on the dwarf side. And there are now 5 missing from the goblins. And there's going to be 6 because one of the 2, at least one of the 2, secret weapons are going too. Look how quickly those goblins went compared to the dwarves. Hang on a minute. No wonder there's so many dead dwarves. Look at this referee. Look at this referee. Something fishy's going on here. Alright then, second half. And we've got 2 rather depleted teams facing off against each other. Definitely a slight improvement for me. Not really helpful for the goblins. I love that animation. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no. That's awful. Poor Gonzo. Well, even the crowd wants more blood. There isn't enough in the game already, obviously. I personally can't find the bowl in all the blood, but never mind. I have this undeniable urge to make worm sounds every time I'm watching or playing as the goblins. Yeah, but there you go, they do it pretty well on their own. There's Timmy gone as well. Whew, I got rid of the last weapon. Hopefully no more injuries are coming. Though these trolls are still scaring me, to be honest. Let's go get the ball. To be honest, with these numbers, I may try a crazy pass. Just because. Oh, Jesus. And the troll continues to be... Well, there you go. That's a troll slayer dead. And we're going to do something clever here. Try and throw a goblin. Oh no, Lona. That's a shame. Whee! Yeah, good landing. 10 out of 10. Better landing. 11 out of 10. He's staying down? Alright, now's the time to pass then. I don't need it to be accurate, I just need it to go in this rough direction. And the reason why is I want to at least be 2-1 up, because goblins can score in one turn if you let them. Yikes. And troll goes down again. Hopefully he's not getting back up. Alright then, here comes a pass, and it is a long one, Jesus. That's a reroll. One inaccurate at least. Come on, inaccurate. That is indeed inaccurate. Oh wow! That was a great inaccurate. Well done, Doc. Maybe it was my plan all along. I'm honestly not sure. Hey, half die. A clever one, actually, to be honest. Well, we'll send Bubbles up in support. It's the only reason I named him Bubbles, by the way, so every time I play this game I can say Bubbles. And we'll push the goblin back into tackle zone. Yes, I wanted to say tackle twice, that was intentional. He is in a tackle zone where there is tackle. Oh dear. Oh, that's better. Down goes the troll again. Marley doesn't seem to like staying on his feet very much. And really stupid from the other troll means that I can just run around and put my dwarfs wherever I want. And we're going for a 1-die this time, but we need to break out of 2 tackle zones in order to do so. Ah, or we can throw, that's fair. Oi. Splat goes to Stunty. Yeah, it's a bit too risky dodging out of every tackle zone when your opponent has tackle everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but I am making a point of putting my tackle pieces on the goblins when I can. And Bubbles is still coming in support. Bubbles! No tackle on this goblin now. Ah, there we go, now there is. Now there's 2. Blitzer can run away. Get as far away from these trolls as you possibly can, little guys. We don't want any more dwarf casualties. Actually, we kind of do, because it's entertaining and funny, but I prefer to have at least part of a team at the end of this. Oh, pretty sure that was aimed directly at my head. Well, yeah. Probably going to take the score quite soon. Yeah, I am indeed, because don't really need to wait any longer. And there are a few too many goblins around the ball now. Love the Redbeards. It's kind of a callback. It's maybe a call to the new teams from the tabletop, because all the dwarves seem to be based on Slayer design now. And the 2 KOs come back. I didn't actually pay... Wait, hello. Okay, it stopped. Yeah, the bench is pretty big. 8. And of course 4. 5, sorry. Yeah, there's 5, isn't there, of course. To be honest, I don't mind being down players and dwarves. I'll end up with a mostly Lino team. That's pretty good news. I'm quite a big fan of the dwarf Lino, as I think most of us are if we play dwarves, if we're honest. Oh dear. Whew, we survived this one. I'm quite happy with an army of dwarf Linos though. Tackle and block across the board. Not a bad team at all. Slow movement, sure. But that's not the end of the world. As long as I have at least one who can move the ball. My next matchup is humans though, so these injuries are going to hurt. in terms of the table. Though we beat Kislev pretty convincingly, and we've managed to have a pretty solid game against goblins so far, with some good development probably. And we're obviously setting up for a goblin pass. And you know what? I'm going to let it happen. Because at the end of the day, if he's focusing on passing the goblin, he's not focusing on punching dwarves. So I'm going to let that happen. I don't mind going 2-1. We'll leave the blitzer back though to deal with the goblin when he's thrown, for now. Alright, let's see how many turns it takes. Not this turn. And I've only got two pieces stuck on the troll, well 3 including this one. I should have moved first, so I can get at least a 1 die on this troll. Minimize the amount of people that are in danger. Ooh. Oh dear. That's the last reroll. And giving up the position to stop the ball in order to save the dwarfs. He's not going to get... well, it's possible if he scores this turn actually that he could get 2-2, but he's not very likely to draw, so... I'm pretty happy focusing just on the ones that are in the way. Oh dear. Well, running is a good idea. Yeah, there he goes. 2 GFIs just to rub it in. Nice. Well, Bubbles is going to have to go back and try and stop that. Now the trolls are all done out of the way. Alright, we'll do some punching first. Good punching. Some extra SPP for the dwarf. And now let's try and stop the ball. It was an unnecessary die, to be honest, though, so... I'm not too concerned about taking the 2 down. Though no stun means he can still very much score. We're going to go for a throw, really? No, we're not. That's sensible. Hey, well done. 2-1. Out of all the ways I imagined this game going, that was by far the best way it could have gone. We have a 2-1, and we have the biggest injury bench for dwarves against goblins I think ever. Great game, and I was glad to give that one for free outside the vote. Whatever is second in the vote I will put as the main choice for the week. 2 touchdowns. Yeah, 2 deaths, but one of them was Apod. 16 armor breaks, and Clumsy got MVP. Look at the cute little guy. And 1 touchdown, 7 armor breaks, 2 expulsions, 7 armor breaks, 4 of them permanent. Lovely. And Slick the Goblin that lost a point in armor apparently got MVP. That sucks. And 21 against 14. I tell you what, 14 is not bad against dwarves on a goblin team, assuming that all these guys survived, which nobody died, so they did. And we got 1 more game in this preseason in Beantown, then we go into the main league with the dwarves as they are. And even though we lost a piece, it's not that bad, to be honest. We're going to be firing the Troll Slayer probably, but need to replace him first, so saving up some money to probably buy him first, then buy the second runner back. And the other 2 are fine, they're just on MNG. So we got a guard on the team now, and Bubbles has block. And there we go. That's it for Beantown. Thank you very much for watching. I bloody well enjoyed this game, and I hope you bloody well enjoyed watching it. So, that's all for now. Bye guys. See you soon.